Hello world, it's your guy, Bad Dexter here, and we're here to bring you another review for the Real Housewives of Miami, baby. Let's get into it. Okay, so they finally give us the taglines, and they go perfectly with each lady. We open the episode up with Larsa and Michael Jordan Jr., aka Marcus, or Marcus, aka Michael Jordan Jr., getting a huge grass elephant. I think that she named her Ella or Elsa or something like that for Larsa's Miami house. Julia is giving her dogs a bath, and Nicole is having ice cream with her son Grayson. He's 4 now, and she starts to FaceTime Gertie about her oyster champagne party. Nicole is super close with Gertie, so she's checking in because she wasn't right at Alexia's Nuevos Horizontes party, so she wants to get together to talk in person about how she was feeling. Now we have Lisa and Jody showing Adriana around her old house / Jody's new house. Adriana had it very artsy fartsy, and Jody is more modern with it. And I love the new L-shaped pool that they had and semi-spiral staircase. So when Lisa moves in, they'll definitely need a whole room for her closet. They want to buy the house next door and just combine properties. Rich people shit. Don't you just love it? Loves it for us. And next we have Larsa, Kiki, and Alexia with Larsa's trainer. Kiki has no coordination with these kind of balls. They talk about Todd not being at the Nuevos Horizontes party. Alexia jokes about no divorce, but the ladies why would you even put that in the universe? And Kiki tells Alexia about Adriana talking about her and Todd. Marisol FaceTimes in and invites them to her annual gay brunch, and that she's been having for the past few years, and motherfuckers been skipping out on their checks and tabs, and we know who not to invite back, Marisol, right? Hopefully you've been keeping tabs on who not to invite back because they haven't been paying their tabs, right? So now we jump back to Lisa and Jody and Adriana. They're later joined by Julia, and the ladies start talking about the Nuevos Horizontes party. Julia and Lisa think Marisol likes to stir the pot. The ladies are all still so confused about Gertie's actions at the party, and Larsa doesn't know how she's been fake. Everything about this show is so sexy. I love the music, the vibes, the views, everything. Love Miami. I love the snow in Salt Lake City. I love the glam and just the chic of Beverly Hills. I love just the class of Potomac. I love just the eclecticness of New York. Man, I just love just everything about it. Just, oh my God, the overseas elegance of Dubai. It goes on and on for me. Now we have Larsa and Marcus, aka Michael Jordan Jr., having a little mini dinner date, and she claims to be so in love. She gained 10 pounds of love weight, but she's basically another mom. He lives in Orlando. He hasn't moved into her Miami place or her LA place. She never wants to rely on him, but now they're about to start a joint podcast. He seems super cool. They're starting to grow on me, but she's 50, and how can you build a family, Marcus? Because her kids are already grown. Her 4 kids are already grown, and where we're gonna go from there. She's stressing about him leaving for a week and a half. Girl, get it together. Next, we have Lisa on the way to the courthouse for child support, but her lawyer says she doesn't have to because Lenny agreed to temporary support. She keeps thinking he needs to keep her in mind with the kids, but he made it clear last year, girl, fuck you. So he only needs to worry about his kids, and $8,000 a month is enough for the kids, Lisa. And she talks about his mistress is expensive, but girl, probably just as expensive as you. No tea, no shade, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Fuck what it was. Let's see what it's gonna be. It doesn't matter if he's worth 50 to 80 million because that's not your man anymore, Lisa. And she's ungrateful with 8,000 a month. Girl, 4,000 each kid. You know what I mean? Make it shake. Make it do what it do, baby. So now we have Marisol's gay brunch setup. It's starting to look a little slow, but ends up looking super lit. I would love to check out her gay brunch or Sonia T's. Yeah, Sonia T. Morgan's gay Wednesdays. I would love to check those out and drink my cockies ladies at a disco balls. I would love that. We cut to Nicole walking to her oysters and champagne happy hour type of party. Well, type of deal that she was doing with the girls. Just, something small and intimate. And she's that girl, walks like she's that girl, and she looks, walks, and talks expensive. Loves it. And I'm here for all of it that involves Nicole. And she has the body for it too in her Chanel. Love it. Adriana, Gertie, and Julia show up, and Adriana wants to get straight to it. Gertie needs a drink first. Back to Marisol's party with the gays. Here comes Lisa and Kiki. Kiki met Lenny's mistress's ex-husband, and that would be some bomb-ass revenge to get Kiki to get with the mistress's ex-husband and then have him on next season. Juicy shit. Back to Nicole's dinner, and we have oh my god, right, Emilio Estefan came over just to say hello to Adriana after Gloria, his sister Estefan, saw her outside. It was like, oh my god, isn't that your friend? And so he runs in, and they're doing business together because a song that he was going to give to Camila Cabello, he's given to Adriana. Wow, you guys need to keep respect on her name. Adriana is really that girl. Like, she really been that girl. Like, oh my god. Like, man, like, whoa, blew us all back. Now, back to Marisol's party, and Alexia and Larsa are arriving, and Kiki's trying to get the gays to shake their dicks and shit to see their prints, and Alexia is letting Larsa know that nothing is going wrong with her marriage. Alexia let Lisa know that nothing's going wrong with her marriage. Back to Nicole's happy hour. Adriana's talking to Todd after Alexia's party, and he said she hit it right on the nose with them having marriage problems. Apparently, there's trouble in paradise. Back to Marisol's party. They're taking shots, having cockies, and Larsa is having Michael Jordan Jr. Withdrawals, and she FaceTimes him with everybody. Larsa has permanent ladywood with her separation anxiety, and now she wants to throw him a welcome home party after him being gone a week and a half. Like, who does that? And Kiki's like, girl, you're 50. It's okay to be away for a day or two. Now, Kiki hopes Jody isn't a rebound for Lisa, but I mean, she hasn't had an opportunity to really mourn or grieve the end of her marriage. And technically, she's still married. So, I would say she needs some time, but hey, to each their own. Back to Nicole's table. Lisa's moving in with Jody. Would be way too soon now. We find out Julia has been engaged 9 times to 7 men and 2 women, the same number of Wimbledon tournaments Martina has won. Nicole is now asking what was wrong with Gertie at the party. Gertie is talking all over the place, saying Larsa was aggressive, blah, blah, blah. Back to Marisol's gays. Larsa is still confused, and she tells them how she called Gertie to find out what's up, so they planned a link up. Back to Nicole's table. Gertie finally opens up about her having breast cancer. She had 1 mammogram turned into an MRI, turned into 3 biopsies. The ladies can't believe it and start crying for her. I definitely feel them. Fuck cancer, because it's always the good ones that go down the worst. Now surgery has to follow, and Gertie is completely scared. The word chemo absolutely terrifies her. She's worried about Russell, but Julia comforts Gertie with her crying, because she knows what happens, because Martina had 2 cancers, one of them being breast cancer, and she beat it, so she knows what she's going through. They comfort her and let her know this is the time to worry about herself, and they will all be there for her. Gertie makes light of the situation and starts talking about her perfect boobs, and she's so scared to lose them, but, she's not going to get them cut off. She's good, and, hopefully, a nipple doesn't fall. She's going to Gertify cancer. Now we have Alexia and Todd having date night. They order the whole menu all at once so they don't get distracted. I love that. I get it all at once so you don't have to be bothered. Let's get it to this point. That is so me. Alexia talks about her son, Peter, living in downtown Miami. She's excited to buy his groceries. Todd is hating, but she loves having Peter close. They even share a housekeeper. They bring her a skinny spicy margarita in a smoky box, which was hella lackluster, but whatever. Todd talks about hiding in the gym during her Nuevos Horizontes party and seeing everybody while leaving. Alexia knew do, the girls will start talking shit. He admits they would have done the same thing though, so he doesn't feel bad. But he's, a pussy little weirdo for not facing Anthony, and feeling bad, get into it. We have a show to make, you guys. Alexia always supports him, but he didn't always, but he didn't support her and doesn't always support her. And he starts making ping on him jokes to mark his territory because she needs to make it known that you need to support her. You belong to her. This is all for her. Next, we finally have Larsa trying to find out what is the reason for her being the fakest with the group. So her and Gertie link up for a little lunch, and Gertie's trying to ask Larsa about her kids, but Larsa is like, girl, let's cut to the tea. Gertie is being hella aggressive with Larsa, talking all over the place. Girl, please connect the dots. Gertie feels disrespected and dismissed. Larsa still doesn't get it and feels like she's being boxed in, being told, and Larsa still doesn't get it, and Gertie feels boxed in with Larsa telling her to use less words, and they end up arguing yet again while Gertie is feeling unsafe to be vulnerable, but Larsa apologized, so what's there to cry about? And next week, Gertie finally opens up to Larsa about having breast cancer, and some sneak peeks have showed what Larsa does the information after Gertie tells her to keep it in confidence. So you guys, check that out. This was Bad Dexter's review of the Real Housewives of Miami. Please like, share, subscribe, follow, comment. I'm Alan Poindexter on Facebook, Bad Dexter, BADD_Dexter on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And that's it. That's all, folks. Peace out.